Blip, blip, blip. I still have no clue what to put on the side of the screen since we're still playing 4x3 games. Hopefully, I was gonna say, hopefully we'll crank through them before I get completely annoyed by it. But that's still like we still have to play like 4 games for us to get to a 16x9 game that fills up the screen all the way. See, I got nothing to put here. I don't know. I don't know. Anyone else have any ideas for what to put there on the left? If it was Pokemon, I could put like the badges and shit over there, but I got nothing. I got nothing I could put there. Oh well. Alright, I guess let's just start. This game has an opening cutscene. Yay! Hooray. Is it the kind of game where you have to wait on the start to get to the opening cutscene, or do you just hit go? Was that an opening cutscene earlier? How am I doing this? I never put my name as the actual thing. Hold on. How do I get out of here? Good job. I think you have to like sit on the title. Oh my god. I hit B! Stupid old game controls. How do I go? How do I leave? Just. I was gonna say, how do I get back to the main menu? I think you have to sit on the title screen to get the cutscene. Right? To get that special cutscene? I saw it when I was setting up. I don't remember what I was doing. I was looking at other things. Okay, you just have to sit here. Long ago in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests. Did I have to click anything? And here. Legend told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land. But no one ever returned. One day an evil power began to flow from the golden land. The king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend. A lot of ellipses. Is he a skeleton? Mysterious wizard known as Agahim came to the castle to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of... That is a skeleton. I didn't think they showed him as like just a fucking decayed skeleton. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of 7 wise men vanish. One after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, like, every Zelda game, I feel like the best Zelda games don't have Ganon as a main villain. But I think Nintendo is at a point where they're too scared not to use iconic, Ganon in their games. Because honestly, Breath of the Wild, that's not really Ganon. It didn't have to be Ganon. There was no reason to make that Ganon. And then Tears of the Kingdom, well, it shouldn't have been Ganon because of fucking... Ooh, lowercase. Because of, they already had Ganon in Breath of the Wild, and it was a completely... And he got erased from existence. And also, this Ganon's a different Ganon. You know? So I feel like they're just too scared. Help me. Please help me. And then they did 2 games in a row where they didn't need to have Ganon. And then they just, like, shoehorned him in. My name is Zelda. The wizard Agahim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Agahim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help. I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Bye-bye. Finally, a game that has the trigger buttons. Oh, I should probably make sure my buttons are bound. Oh, hold on. Hold on. It seems they're bound. Hot. You got a lantern. You got a lamp. Now the light torch you can light the torches on your way. But I've really not played A Link to the Past in like 7 eons. Ooh, give me money. Out of all the Zelda games that I have played more than once, this is probably the one I haven't played on the longest. Because either I haven't played it more... Other games, I either haven't played it more than once, or I've played them frequently. It's probably the longest one I haven't played in a while. Help me, I'm in the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside the castle to the garden inside. Yeah, I like the unique BBGs. And I know this doesn't really count for anything, but on Tumblr, Vati was the most fucking popular villain ever. He was in like 2 games. Actually, I think technically he was in the Oracle games, but no one played those, so that doesn't really count. That was back when Tumblr was smaller, so that's why I said it doesn't count for much. That Vati was the most popular Zelda villain for a long time. Even when Girahim came out, you think Tumblr would have eaten Girahim up. Nah, Vati was still more popular. On the good old Tumblrs. Vati is from... No, I think he's in... Wait, so he's in... Vati's in Minish Cap. Both 4 Swords games. And Path of the Castle to the Garden inside. I know. Both 4 Swords games. He's in both Oracle games. What else is he in? Am I missing something? I think that's all of them. Wow. Butter. So, I'm gonna get involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield. Okay. 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 Does the shield do anything in this game? I feel like this is the start of the shield not being that good in these games. The sword's definitely finally good. What's the button to use the lantern? What's the button to use the lantern? Oh, I forgot. This is the SNES. I have the Y and X buttons now. I was pressing. I forgot I have those. We're on the SNES, baby. What other game has Link going? 2D. That's Link Between Worlds. It's the sequel to this game released on the 3DS. Oh yeah, this is the thing I hated the most about Link to the Past. Is you can only destroy one bush at a time. Like, say if I'm like in range of 2 bushes, it only destroys 1. That always bothered me. I think that's like immediately fixed in like Minish Cap. Which is basically the same engine as this game. Ow. Oh. It's a minor inconvenience when chopping... This is back when chopping grass was still good. Ooh, a fairy. Oh, that's not a fairy, that's a bee. I was like, I don't remember fairies looking like that. There are bees in this game? That's something I literally do not remember. Whenever I'm playing these games, I'm always concerned I'm like somehow gonna be playing like a troll version of the game somehow. Like I somehow got my hands on a fucking funny prank version of the game. So they just change one crazy thing and I'm just too stupid to realize they changed anything. Go left. Wow, 2D or 3D. These walls are huge. Man, I don't want a game over or... Oh, you can't break pots? Can't break pots with your small? Hold on, princess. I have to explore... Oh, there's something there. Off skin with Bazzies. Yeah. Every time I play one of these, I'm like, what if I don't remember enough? And there is just a troll in here that's like I got like a prank version. The like, you know, what if I downloaded what's it called? Like Tokyo Tonight? No, Nippon Tonight. Mario. Which is a special official version of the original Mario game. But it's made to reference the long-running Japanese radio show Nippon Tonight. And it was made like 3 years after the original Mario. Like, it'd be like if I somehow was playing a Nippon Tonight version of Zelda, I would never know. Because I would just be like, this is probably right. I'm probably just misremembering. You should look at the Nippon Tonight version of Mario. It's kind of funny. It's the same game, but it's just sprite swaps. Officially made, too. Officially licensed by Nintendo. For, like, the 30th anniversary of Nippon Tonight or something like that. I'm probably also getting the name of the radio show wrong. I don't know. I'm not Japanese. I don't listen to the radio in Japan. Over here. Oh, Radiohead. Fuck you. Oh my god, a pot is stronger than my sword? That's crazy. The reason I said I'm probably not going to be save stating in this game is because this is when the games get, like, not trolly. I mean, it's going to go back to being a little trolly. Or it's not trolly, it's just really hard on Link's Awakening. I might use save states in Link's Awakening. Hey. But I think I'm basically not going to use save states. For, like... the rest of the games. I could probably get away with not using... I could probably get away with not using save states in Link's Awakening. I think I'm good enough at Link's Awakening. Well, I will be playing the DX version of Link's Awakening, not the... Switch version. That's because I've played the DX version, and I don't want to buy the Switch version. No! I'm dead. Yes, I might. I might. I'm dead. Why am I killing these guys? They don't drop rupees. He only does that, fun fact. I don't know about the... They probably changed it in the Switch version. But he only does that after, like, Dungeon 3. I mean, if you steal at any point in the game, after, like, Dungeon 3, he starts calling you thief. I don't know why it doesn't happen instantly. Maybe it's in case you, like, steal from him at the start of the game. They don't want you just being like, oh, I don't want to be called thief, and then resetting the game. But again, after Dungeon 3, it's instantaneous. He starts calling... Everyone starts calling you thief. After Dungeon 3, if you did steal from the merchant in that game. I don't know why it only takes till after Dungeon 3. It's weird. Wow. It's probably not Dungeon 3, but it is after, like, a certain amount of story. It's not... If you do it at the start of the game, you won't instantaneously be called thief. My favorite thing to do, my favorite Easter egg in Link's Awakening is if you name yourself Zelda. Because Link, at the start of Link's Awakening, Link, he's, like, sleeping and mumbling about Zelda. And if you name yourself Zelda, the girl will be like, what's your name? Zelda? You were mumbling your own name in your sleep? That's weird. And I really like that. That one's really funny to me. She's like, why were you mumbling your own name? What a weird thing to do. Okay, that's just a shortcut back. There's like another one. I think if you name yourself the name of the music composer, you get a different opening song at the start of the game. That's another name Easter egg from Link's Awakening. I wonder how many of these Easter eggs were carried over to the Switch version. I don't know. I'm too lazy to check. Boomerang! Wait, what? Wow. It took me until literally today, right now, that it says Y in the corner of the screen on this menu to tell you that's the Y button. I've played this game probably like 10 times, and I don't think I've ever noticed that there's just a Y in the corner. Look, it's a really tall Y. I don't know how I never noticed that. Well, tall ass letter Y. Me too. Boomerang's still the best. I can't wait till we get back to Skyward Sword. Because I know all the combat tech in Skyward Sword. Now. One low health, I'm not risking it. No! First Luigi's Mansion's fun. Dude, I was so disappointed when I got Luigi's Mansion 3. God, Luigi's Mansion 3 sucks. Like, I'm not a Luigi's Mansion 2 hater. It's just, like, Luigi's Mansion 3 is, like, all the bad parts of Luigi's Mansion 2. And then, like, worse. It's none of the good parts of Luigi's Mansion 2. Like, it's just, like, it's impossible to aim the vacuum in Luigi's Mansion 3. And I'm like, so it was easy to aim the vacuum in Luigi's Mansion 1. And Luigi's Mansion 2 was even easier because there's motion controls in Luigi's Mansion 2. But because you could technically play... So I think that one of the biggest problems with the Switch is that every game is designed as if you are playing with a third-party controller that doesn't have motion controls. So there are no games on the Switch that are just like, no, we are designing this specifically for motion controls. Or like, we won't even consider motion controls. And it's like, okay, then why am I paying like $60 extra for a first-party controller when the only difference between a first-party controller and a third-party controller is that the first-party one has motion controls? Why am I even paying the extra money at that point if none of the games are going to utilize motion control? Like, why does Luigi's Mansion 3 not utilize motion controls for aiming? Luigi's Mansion 2 did. And even then, the aiming shouldn't be that dog shit. Well, I don't know. Oh, they do draw money sometimes. There we go. I was trying to diagonal hit him. Yeah. I do think in hindsight, the Switch is a bad console. Like, it's funny. Like, you know, like, oh, the GameCube did bad, but in hindsight, it was, like, the best console ever. I think it's going to be the opposite for the Switch, where it's... The Switch did well, but in hindsight, it was kind of shit. Like, hindsight, the Switch was kind of a bad console. There were, like, no games. And just, the hardware is just bad. I'm not even talking about, like, the specs. It's just, it was just bad. With the power of hindsight. Funny. Can I have a heart? Thank you. Man, the boomerang is way weaker than it was in Zelda 1. Link. Yeah, the big key. Oh, bye. I want to get these before I talk to her. Alright. So, thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. You're the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman... Dude, your father got skeletonized. Inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Yeah. Well, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. $5. And the funny thing is, you know the reason why the GameCube did poorly? It's always the funniest thing to me. How history repeats itself, but companies refuse to acknowledge it. The reason the GameCube did poorly was because of its anti-piracy measures. Its anti-piracy measures made people not buy the console. And that's why it... And also, you know, the PlayStation 2, which was very easy to pirate on, did really well. I never pirated any games. I'm just saying that's literally the reason why the GameCube did so shit. Yeah. A lot of game console sales were back then were determined by how easy a game was to pirate. Or how easy a console was to pirate, I mean. It's like one of the biggest contributing factors to the GameCube doing so poorly was its anti-piracy. You know what? And even though the anti-piracy today is so much different, the same thing happens today, where anti-piracy in modern games makes it so that it runs worse for people who pay for the game, and it runs better for people who illegally pirate the game. Which is why a lot of games nowadays also do worse when they have anti-piracy in place. Because paying customers get screwed over by the anti-piracy, and the pirates don't. It is the funniest thing to me. Wow. The patch is in the throne room. Alright. Didn't you say the secret passage was on floor 2 and now we're on like floor 3? Can I sit on here? Oh, I can't. Oh, I want to sit on that. Womp. Bats around. Womp. Bats, weird bats. Venom snake. By snakes. Why is this secret passage full of so many snakes? I should clean it out more. How are the royals supposed to escape? This is clearly like a passage that for the royals are supposed to be able to escape in. But it's infested. If the castle's being raided and they had to escape after passing through these sewers, we will be close to the sanctuary. Just be careful. I'm looking for gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. 20 rupees from a rat? Only got 1 from the guard. Yeah. So it seems the rats don't like the water. This game doesn't have a wallet limit, does it? I think this is before wallet limits got introduced in Zelda. Before they decided that was a thing. Honestly, the thing I hate the most about that era of Zelda is wallet limits. Like, just fucking... like, why? Let me fucking carry how much money I want. The only game I, like, accept wallet limits in is Majora's Mask. Because they actually make it, like, kind of a game mechanic that, like, makes sense. But, like, they do more with it than just being mean and not letting you carry money. I think if I could remove wallet limits from one Zelda game, it would be Wind Waker, because you need so much money in that game. I'm not even talking about just for the tingle charts, I mean for, like, everything. You spend a lot of money in Wind Waker. I don't have bones. Oh, you know what? Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks also has an annoying wallet limit. You spend a lot of money in Spirit Tracks. And the maximum money in Spirit Tracks is like 2,500 rupees. And it's like, why? Why isn't it like, you know, a bunch of nines like it is in every other Zelda game? Oh, Spirit Tracks is definitely gonna piss me off. Sanctuary just behind that door. I'll pull the switch over there. Spirit Tracks pissed me off when I was little. But it's mostly because the fucking microphone controls. You stupid. Thought she was gonna help with it. And I'm dead. Zelda, this is all your fault. Damn, I respawn over here? At least I have all the chests gotten already. Mhm. I don't know why Nintendo doesn't make a new Hey You Pikachu type game. You know that shit would sell. You know a modern Hey You Pikachu would go fucking insane, especially with our fucking voice recognition technology today. I think sometimes companies don't do something awesome for one reason. Like, it'll be like for one reason, and then it's like a dumb reason, you know? You know what I think the reason why they don't make a modern Hey You Pikachu? It's because they don't want like a clip of someone saying "fuck you, Pikachu" being on like being on Twitter, and then like Pikachu like clapping or something. That's like literally the only reason. I'm not even joking. I think that is literally the only reason they don't make a modern Hey You Pikachu is because they don't want clips like that on Twitter. Now, like, that's a fucking coward reason. But I know for a fact that's the reason. Well, like, they don't want someone, like, saying a slur and then Pikachu clapping and going like, ooh, that's funny, you know? So, like, the chances where it, like, messes up. I'm like, that's just gonna happen, man. There's already, like, 1,000 videos of Pikachu saying the N-word. It's already out there and no one cares. It's gonna happen. Just let it happen, man. Well, there's like 600 videos of Goku saying the N-word. You think Akira Toriyama was gonna be like, nah, we can't make Dragon Ball Super because I don't want Goku being memed online. Nah, fucking weirdos are gonna do weird things. You can't let it stop us from getting a Hey You Pikachu 2, baby. Hell, like Pokemon Ami, when they did Pokemon Ami on the fucking 3DS, that shit was awesome. People loved Pokemon Ami. If Pokemon Ami had like a tiny bit of Hey You Pikachu in there, it would have been fucking... people would have loved it even more. Also, what's with Pokemon? Didn't they stop doing the Pokemon Ami despite everyone loving it? Pretty sure they stopped doing it in like the modern Pokemon. Pokemon Ami isn't in the new ones. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. Fuck modern Pokemon. It's stupid. Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Link? Yeah, I have a sword. Link helped me escape from the dungeon when I was captured by the wizard. And once I've finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open. Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. Even if he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard. Wizard destroys Hyrule. You can do it. I sense that mighty evil forces guide the wizard's actions and augment his magical power. The only weapon potent to defeat the wizard's the legendary Master Sword is that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. Okay. In here. You got a heart container for that? Damn. Oh yeah, the Switch ones have been fucking dog shit. And the funny thing is, like, people like to excuse them skimping out on Sword and Shield. Yeah, they cut out the entirety of the Pokedex and all that, making it... And if your Pokemon got put in Pokemon Home, which is a paid service, by the way, it was trapped there forever if it wasn't a new Pokemon. And it's like, okay, cool. So, you know, the thing... What the fuck? The thing you made so that people don't have to lose their Pokemon, you made it so they get trapped forever if you put them in it. I mean, eventually, like 3 years later, they made it so you can put your guys in Pokemon Go. What the fuck? Oh, it's a ball. But I'm like, that's not really a compromise, is it? But the people who... So, the reason why Pokemon went 3D in the first place was so that they could reuse the 3D models so that they wouldn't have to cut Pokemon. Because they said if they kept Pokemon 2D, they would eventually have to cut Pokemon. And that's why they made it 3D, so they could reuse the 3D models. And then when they went to the Switch, they cut half of the Pokemon out. And... oh my god. And so and people are like, oh, what do you expect? They have to remake all the 3D models. Nope. Even the Pokemon used in the most recent version of the Pokemon franchise are still the 3DS models. It's still because some people were under the impression they remade all the models for the Switch. If they remade all the models for the Switch version, they would look better. Because they just look like the fucking 3DS ones. Because they are the 3DS ones. And the funny thing is, like, all of the... in Sword and Shield, all of the 3DS Pokemon are on it. They're in the game, they're just not enabled. They're on the game card. All their 3D models and all their animations. It's like, it's literally just they didn't have enough time to beta test it. Because they needed to push it out for, like, Christmas. That's literally the only reason. And also with the Switch version genuinely looking worse than the 3DS games. It's like, okay, where did all the dev time go? Like, Pokemon on the 3DS was $40. And Pokemon on the Switch is worse than in every single way. Ow. But it costs $60. How do you kill these guys again? Oh, alright, don't you have to boomerang them first? I forgot. Yeah, whoops. I'm about to die again. Danger, Death Mountain. Welcome back.
Aua. Oh, that's it.
I need to find a heart, because this sound's gonna get annoying. What? What did I die to? What? Okay, game. Inky new Pokemon. Well. You can make.
It's alright. Discord doesn't have your own switch lights, that's for some reason. Yeah, I feel like the heart beeping thing should be like once every 15 seconds, just to remind you, not consistent.
Oh, a fairy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I still say the only way to enjoy Pokemon in the modern day is by playing Pixelmon. Even then, I would say not anymore, because I've never heard anything good about, like, the new Pokemon chain. Like, whenever, like, because, like, the only upside to them cutting Pokemon now is that they can control the metagame for, like, competitive players. By being like, alright, since there's only these 200 guys, then, you know, you can't use shit like Victini or whatever. You can't use Rayquaza if we don't give you Rayquaza.
I feel, what was it? They just want you like to play with their new things.
But like,
just do it.
Say,
you did
they
in the
can
older
control
games.
the metagame
Just
now, but the metagame is in a worse spot than it's ever been, because they keep adding new Pokemon that are just like, yeah, my ability is Giga Nuke, and it's like, oh, cool. There's a Pokemon on day 1 of like Gen 9 where it came out and it was like, you could just do everything. It wasn't even a legendary. But it was like 10,000 times stronger than a legendary.
Oh, that's nice.
Even then, I'd say the best way to play modern day Pokemon is Pixelmon, but go in the settings and disable the new Pokemon. Because you can do that in Pixelmon.
Well, they also kind of bastardized the card game. I try to play with my old stuff, and this new stuff just fucking blows it out of the water.
Oh, you're not even allowed to play with your old stuff. That's one of the Pokemon thing rules. You're only allowed to play with the most recent, like, 10 cards. Any card that's over a year old is completely worthless. Unless you're a collector.
That's stupid.
It's been like that forever. I remember wanting to play Pokemon. I'm like, I have a bunch of old Pokemon cards. They weren't even that old in comparison to how old they are now.
I'm using like my Blastoise and everything, and fucking nephew's pulling out this weird shit.
They only can use like the previous 1 year Pokemon cards.
That's stupid.
It's like the only card game that does that. And somehow even then there's power creep. It's like, how is there power creep when you can fucking make it... You can't use any old cards anyway, so you can make the old cards just as strong as the new cards. Or the new cards just as strong as the old cards, because you don't have to worry about the old cards. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're not in the rotation.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play with them. You can make the same card twice, and it won't matter. People will still have to buy it. Why is there power creep in Pokemon? It doesn't make any sense. Because that should be the one benefit to having a card game like that, where the cards leave rotation and you're not allowed to use them, is that power creep won't exist. But yet Pokemon does it and has power creep. It's like, how? Like, remember when the strongest Pokemon card had 120 HP? And it was like, that's crazy, that's a lot of HP. And now, if you have 120 HP, you're like a little baby. Strong Pokemon card, or average Pokemon card has like fucking Like 290 HP. I'm not even
Here's
kidding.
my new starting bug Pokemon from the new game.
Yeah, here's
I'm
my
gonna blow your
Caterpillar.
Charizard out of the water.
Here's my Caterpie. He has 190 HP. Good luck. What's that? Your fucking Rayquaza from 2010 only has like 30, only has 100 HP. Well, good luck. Like, Magic the Gathering kind of has a rotation, but it's only one format, and that format is you can use the last 4 sets of cards. But in, like, every other format, any card goes from any time period.
I stopped playing Magic when the Japanese Oriental stuff came out.
I don't play Magic. I just
Bushido and
kind
such.
of watch it now. I never really
This,
played it, but it's kind of funny
I don't know how
watching
I feel
it.
about this new stuff they're doing.
I think I mentioned it, but they released a set
They did.
recently that's just 6 Dwights from The Office.
Yeah.
Why? Like, if you're an Office
They're
fan,
just-
do you really want? Well, first off, why even make an Office set? It's so not Magic the Gathering. And second,
they
if
have,
you're gonna make an
like,
Office
rabbits and
set,
a bunch
why
of
don't you
stuff too
have
now.
like multiple characters? Why is it 6 Dwights from The Office? I can't get a Jim card. I can't get like
Got a
Jim's
themed it?
prank as a sorcery.
Goblin Dwight or something.
It's fortune teller.
I don't know. They started peeking out into that territory, and I just stopped losing it. I got zero interest now.
They also released 2 Furby sets in the last like month.
I saw Lord of the Rings, and that was kind of cool. I was like, okay, it's kind
So
of
how it
fantasy
used to
themed. It's
how it
neat.
used to be is the they would only do collabs with things that like were fantasy, so that they fit. You know, like Lord of the Rings, Dungeons and Dragons. But then it's like, nah, we're doing Dwight and Furbies.
I think there's a racing set now or some shit. I don't even know anymore.
There's 9 different Spider-Man sets. There's like 50 Spider-Man cards you can get.
It's like, but this is the Fortnite of card games now. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Old woman.
Like, Yu-Gi-Oh ain't doing this, is it?
What do you mean? We're doing what?
Like, just ripping other IPs now just for collabs.
No, they never do collabs. The closest they got to a collab was the Make-A-Wish card. So the Make-A-Wish card the Make-A-Wish kid, he got his OC made into a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and his OC is clearly Goku from Dragon Ball. And technically, the Make-A-Wish card, which is called Tyler the Great Warrior, technically it's legal, but there's only 3 copies of it, and the family of the kid, because he's dead now, owns it.
Yeah.
But technically, if you get your hands on Tyler the Great Warrior, you can play it in a tournament. I think it sucks because it's been power crept because it's like 15 years old now.
Yeah.
But technically, you could put it in your deck. Hold on. Tyler the Great Warrior. Oh, I'm getting the card.
I used to have a really good dragon deck. What's that thing?
Pulling up Tyler.
Someone stole it from my fucking locker. I was pissed.
This monster cannot be special summoned. When this card destroys a monster as a result of battle and sends to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. Yeah, it's not that good of an effect. 3,000 attack, 15,000 defense. It's oh no, it's Trunks from Dragon Ball.
Okay.
And he's in like the middle of a baseball field because I think they could like baseball.
Is it still like the same Dragon Quest kind of like art style, or?
Yeah, it's just Dragon Ball. Imagine if they sued over that. That'd be so funny. Suing a Make-A-Wish card. It'd be so funny if they did that.
Nintendo would. They wouldn't give a fuck. But
yeah, if his OC was Mario, Nintendo would have sued that child.
We're gonna sue you right into the ground.
Sue the cancer patient.
Well, didn't they try suing some kid over something with cardboard?
Probably. They always
It
suing
was
people.
silly like that.
Let's see which one I need to push first.
When did they get the stick up the ass?
When Satoru Iwata died. He was the
Oh,
backbone of
the
the
glue
entire
holding
company.
the whole place together.
Yeah, and then he died, and they're like, well, time to go evil. And people, to this day, will still quote him to be like, hey, remember how he was against all the stuff you're doing right now, Nintendo? Like, one of Satoru Iwata's famous quotes is you should never, like, punish a fan for creating a fan work, because that means they like your thing. But
Yeah. As long
Nintendo,
as
after the millisecond he died, frame 1, they like, nah, let's just sue people for making anything Nintendo related.
well, like the iPhone stuff, when he died, they just started putting all these colors out that he didn't want them being colored. Okay, he's dead now. We can start making different colored iPhones.
Thankfully, it probably won't be the same for Valve, because Valve, Gabe Newell,
Gavin,
he probably has a perfect heir picked out who won't be
he's
evil.
been raising him as a child. Hopefully.
Because yeah, they're a private company, so he gets to choose who the next CEO is instead of it being voted on. You can just be like, nah, this guy.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Some people who just don't know anything about Gabe Newell have been like, yeah, he's probably gonna die soon. He got healthier. He's not fat anymore.
Yeah,
Look at modern
he's
Gabe Newell. He's a
looking pretty
skinny little
good. He's
guy.
old, but he looks nice.
Yeah, he's gonna live a while. Plenty more people are gonna die
Well,
before Gabe Newell dies. I think Shigeru
he might just
Miyamoto
retire
might
and just
die
hand it
before
down.
Gabe Newell dies.
Oh, Miyamoto's fucking ancient
Yeah,
now.
Miyamoto's like
He's
90,
pretty
isn't
rough.
he? Who's
He's
Miyamoto?
pretty far up there.
Oh,
He's looking really rough, at
where's
least.
Miyamoto's 72. How old
Damn, only
is Gabe
72?
Newell? 62. Yeah, Gabe Newell's gonna be around for a while.
Yeah. Hell, he might just retire and just hand it down to somebody.
Let's see, wanna hold anything bottles? Yeah, sure, give me a bottle. 100 rupees? Yeah, fuck it. I like that line. Well, after buying it, can you please hold it above your head? It's good for business. Da-na-na-na. Good line.
Hmm. Apologize for any pug noises you hear. As soon as I put the headset on, she got all excited for some reason.
Oh, Portrait of Mario in here.
You were sleeping just fine, and now you're just going crazy.
Yeah, I think Steam's gonna be fine for the foreseeable future. My nice. A sick kid gave me his bug catching net.
Well, Steam always just tries to more or less do what's the right thing to do.
All the other companies are like, why is our payment processor not, or why is our game not doing well, our game library not doing well? It's because they suck. Epic Games Store is basically malware. That's really no one buys an EA game from EA. You buy it from Steam. Fucking Steam, and EA is not stupid enough to take their games off of Steam and then be like, nope, if you want to buy an EA game, you have to play on EA. EA is not that dumb.
The differences as well were just awful. I launched Battlefront 2 from Epic. It was horrible. Took forever to install. Fucking ran like shit.
Yeah, Epic Games Launcher is basically just malware.
I only get free games off it.
The only other good store is GOG, and the reason for that is because to put your game on GOG, you have to give the user who buys it a perpetual license, which means even if a company says you can't play that game anymore, GOG will be like, no, well, they can still do it. Meanwhile, technically Steam, if a company did randomly say one day, you're not allowed to play your game anymore, Steam would have to obey. I got a fairy in a bottle.
No, this one thing's illegal now. Can't have that there anymore.
What's a shop? Oh, I don't want to buy anything here because I already filled my bottle with a fairy. I go. I think this is the elder's house. Where's the elder at? Is there something if you drop? Yeah, there's something if you drop in this well. I remember that. Moans. How much money you got? It's crazy how useful money is in Breath of the Wild, but nothing gives you money.
Yeah.
You gotta grind for money. It's so dumb, especially because really the only way to get arrows in Breath of the Wild is buying them. And it's like bows are completely useless if you don't have money in Breath of the Wild, because you're not gonna get arrows. You're not gonna find enough.
Honestly, the only thing that really turned me off from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is durability.
It's done so shittily in Breath of the Wild. It's done better, but it still has problems in the late game in Tears of the Kingdom.
Hmm. I feel like more indestructible weapons would have been nice, and then just being able to make
I don't know why the
your own
Master Sword
weapons
isn't
would have been nice.
indestructible. Like, I'd be fine if it was... Like, I'm fine with the damage it has. It has 30 damage in both games.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with it doing 30 damage and being indestructible, because there's like 60 damage weapons. So it's like, okay, I could still use a better weapon. But if I want to just use the Master Sword and not have to worry about it, I could, but I'm nerfing my damage. But no, the Master Sword has to be breakable too.
That makes no sense. Like, why?
They increased the Master Sword's durability, at least, in Tears of the Kingdom.
That's good, at least.
But before Tears of the Kingdom got updated, I used a glitch to teleport the... Because during the opening of the game, you have a Master Sword, and it's unbreakable in that part of the game. I used a glitch to teleport that to my modern save file, so I just have an unbreakable Master Sword in Tears of the Kingdom. Also, Tears of the Kingdom, anyone who ever plans on playing it, don't update it. The best version of the game is 1.0. Because you will want to use the bugs, the glitches. In Nintendo, which is like, yeah, let's get rid of all the glitches, because we can't let people... Glitches are so important in Tears of the Kingdom, because they kind of fucked the balancing.
Hmm.
Oh, the fake Master Sword. Because they made it so you have to, for a lot of items, they made it so you have to do 10 times the grinding to level things up. But they lowered the spawn rate by 10 as well. So it's like, oh, so it's basically 100 times harder. Well, that was easy to find the Master Sword. No, can't have it yet. Written in gibberish. But I want it. Oh. Can't touch the Master Sword yet, I'm not strong enough. Yeah, it's like, Tears of the Kingdom is like, why even patching these glitches if they only affect people who know about them?
Even then, it's a PvE game. Why are we even patching it for like that sort of thing?
Yeah, they weren't patching anything else. Ooh, I got the mushroom.
Like, if there's a game-breaking bug on like Splatoon or something, sure. Like it's a PvP game, it's gonna cause
I
issues.
still find it crazy that Splatoon 3 launched with a bug where if you played it too long, your guns would stop shooting bullets.
What?
Yeah, that was a launch bug. In
That's
PvP 2,
asinine.
your gun would just stop working in PvP.
Uh,
You played it too much.
is that like a deterrent for making people like not play as long?
Dude, it was still like, I'm still assigning with my game theory in Splatoon 3 that it was made to make you not want to play it. Because they increased the amount of bad rotations, and I'm like, this has to be like the dev doesn't want his like son playing it, so he puts shit rotations on purpose so that they don't play. The weekends had the worst rotations. It's like, why? Has to be like a
That's
deterrent for like
when your
children.
main player base is gonna be able to play it
Yeah.
frequently.
What's to do
No,
this game? Where am I going? Oh, I was supposed to get the message. Oh, I'm in the wrong house. Oh, was I at the right house earlier? I think I was. Hmm. Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
this house.
surprised you're making a second Mario movie.
Isn't it gonna be Mario Galaxy themed?
Yeah,
Kinda makes me worried.
just a bit. Danny DeVito as Rosalina. Nothing silly like that, but I like.
I know this mushroom. Why are you just do with the mushroom? Supposed to use it on someone in the forest? Or I'm supposed to... No one Link's Awakening used the mushroom in a forest. What about this one?
I'm still racking my brain what they'd even do with Galaxy. Most of the game was just running around to different planets. Nothing really happening.
Yeah, what's the mushroom? Oh, I stole my bombs. What do I do with the mushroom? Got a second mushroom. It says give it to anyone who wants it. I don't remember anyone who wanted a mushroom.
Mm. Someone in town, maybe?
Yeah,
Wait, no. Mm.
Link
It's been a while since I
asked
played this one. I can't
who
remember.
wants the mushroom.
A witch, maybe?
I have to go really far away to turn in the mushroom.
What do I know now? Do I do the mushroom thing now or just when I walk by her? Because she's really far away. It's gonna take forever to walk there, too. Walk through. Hmm. Just leave this part of town, I think, you know.
What game is really big on the ring system? Is that Oracles?
What ring system?
Used to be able to crack open rocks and things and get like rings out of them. Little buff items, more or less. It might have been Oracle.
Sword cannot collect rupees in this game.
Pain.
Can in the first two.
It doesn't it, like act like an extension of your hitbox, more or less.
Aw.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Day.
Oh, I can just use my bombs without having to get a bomb bag. We're gonna seal the door to his room. Alright, I'm gonna blow up the door.
That must be nice. Freaking the amount of times I needed bombs and freaking Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, shortcut.
Damn dawn flowers.
If you go within 15 seconds, we'll give you something good. At least I go. Okay. The exit at. That's the exit. Oh. Put a sign in my way. Well, I'm not making it. Oh, now that I pre-cut the grass, I can make it. I have to come in and out of the room. That's... Hey, I'm in 14 seconds.
Nice.
Piece of heart. What did that sign say? Because I didn't read it because I rush. You don't have time to read the sign, you should go to the goal immediately.
Did they still have safari zones in the new games for
Nope.
Pokemon?
They've been gone since the last game they were in was, I think, Gen 4. I don't think they're in Unova.
Damn.
Just because they couldn't figure out a way to balance them. There wasn't a way to balance them. They either sucked too much and they didn't want to make them too good.
Yeah, just make it have a huge pool of random Pokemon
And
you
the
could
whole
find. That's all you
point
gotta
of the
do.
Safari Zones is that it's like, yeah, they never gave it a huge pool and they could have easily done that. But since it
Like-
being a Safari Zone makes it sound like it's a sanctuary, so they could
Preserve.
have made it like it has like Pokemon from other regions easier.
Yeah.
They never did that in any of the games.
And with the ones that they cut Pokemon on, they could have just did what the older games did and just get an SS ticket to a certain island that just has
Well,
those
most
type of
games you
Pokemon on
can't
it.
get all the Pokemon at all. You had to
I
bring
know,
them over.
but-
They just didn't want to program them in.
Eh,
And they had all the files, and it would have not been that hard.
meh. Are they like on a budget schedule or something?
Yeah, they had to make it out by Christmas. They only had like 7 months to make the whole game.
They could have just patched them in then at that point.
Well, they only had 7 months to make the whole game. There's nothing in the game. It's a game completely devoid of anything. And it bricked your Switch on launch. So if you played it on launch, your Switch got exploded.
Oh, fun. Man, the Switch just had a shitty run, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in hindsight, the Switch fucking sucked. Had, like, no games that weren't just ports.
Did they ever make another F-Zero? Because I remember the one on GameCube.
Nope. Closest we got was F-Zero 99, which made everyone but F-Zero fans happy. It's not really an F-Zero game, because it doesn't play like an F-Zero game. It plays like a generic racing game.
Hmm.
It's good for me, because
like
I'm bad
a
at
modern
F-Zero.
day F-Zero would be great.
Yeah, they just, I don't know, Nintendo just hates their old IPs. They don't want to make anything. It's like, the Switch had no games on it, when you think about it. And, like, I don't know, maybe they could have made an F-Zero game, or a Star Fox game, or something, to give themselves more games on the Switch, but no, they made nothing. They made 2 subpar Zelda games, and the worst Mario game, I think, to date.
Which Mario was that?
Odyssey.
Oh.
They did, however, release the 2 best Mario games ever
Conceptually,
made, which are
seemed
Wonder
interesting, but
and
just
Fury. Come back later for something good. Alright, I'll even come back.
got an okay song out of it, I guess, but the game itself is kind of.
I hate the people who defend Odyssey, because it's like, I don't like Odyssey because it's 90% filler. And they're like, don't play the filler. And I'm like, that's the problem. A lot of the filler's required. If I tried doing a run of no filler run of Odyssey, I think I'd get bricked almost immediately.
Mm.
If you do a no filler run of Mario Odyssey, you're gonna get bricked in like 2 hours. You're gonna get to a point where you have to do filler. This is magic power. Try sprinkling enemies and many other things. Whee.
Honestly, Nintendo's just sitting on a pile of gold, and they're just not using any of the old IPs that are really good. And if they do, they usually butcher them.
Oh, using my magic. Oh my god, I gave him lips. Oh, also, hi, Durgan.
Hey, Durgan.
One person I can buy magic from, because I have a lot of money in no man. Can I get a heart?
Honestly, I'd be fine with some more like out there Pokemon Coliseum kind of like storyline things. That would have been nice.
Yeah, Pokemon's too late. They're too afraid to do anything good.
Well, the same old shtick is just killing them slowly.
Nah, it's making the money still.
Still making money,
Because
but it's stagnating.
Pokemon's an IP that can't fail, because even if adults hate it, adults will buy it for children infinitely.
Mm.
They can do anything they want. And that's why Pokemon's not fun to me. I'm dead.
Hell, I could still play Ruby or any of those other ones like 100 fucking times and still be fine with it.
Same with like the my life. Same with Zelda games. They can make 100 shit Zelda games and it'll probably be just as good.
Meh.
Oh, if it was any other company, Skyward Sword doing poorly probably would have made it so that Breath of the Wild was gonna sell like shit, but nope, it sold fine. And Breath of the Wild being bad, if it was any other company, would have made Tears of the Kingdom sell bad, but nope, it sold fine. They can release anything
Breath
they
was
want.
just so bare bones, I feel. Very empty.
The very big nothing burger of a game. Can't wait till we get to it. Tears of the Kingdom is definitely going to be more painful because it's slower. When we get to Breath of the Wild, I'm probably going to beat that in like 2 streams.
There are like jump exploits in there, right? You can just jump different chunks of the story, more or less.
Well, you can technically just beat the game without doing any story. There is no story in either game. But I'm going to at least do all the dungeons, because then the stream's going to be fucking 2 hours. don't know how they fucked up Tears of the Kingdom so bad. They fixed some of the biggest issues with Breath of the Wild, and then they made some of the issues worse. And Tears of the Kingdom really doesn't feel like a game that they spent any time on. Because it's like people are like, it's a sequel. What do you expect when I say like it's mostly 99% reused content? But I mean like yeah, you reuse the map. That makes sense in a sequel. But like, what did Tears of the Kingdom add that was not in Breath of the Wild? 2 enemies, a dungeon. A few boss fights that are locked behind awful dungeon. Really, they didn't do much.
It's like they retconned a lot of stuff in the first one as well.
I still think like Tears of the Kingdom pretends that Breath of the Wild didn't happen, which makes it a really confusing story.
Hmm.
Tears of the Kingdom is alright. What do I do here? She hasn't changed the mark on my map. I need to talk to a random person somewhere. I don't know where a random person is. Okay, apparently I have to talk to his son, and I don't know where the son is. Somewhere in here. What the hell? Got pranked. Wow. Give me another fairy. I lost my last one.
Hmm.
Secret entrance in the map. Also, it says a lot about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, as most people I know who have played it have not made it past 3 hours. My friend will insist, oh, they're good games, but like, okay, finish them then if they're good. I don't think I know a single person who has the game that's finished it. I think I'm the only one. Finished either of them, and I've finished both. So it might be like subconsciously your brain's like, this kind of sucks. And then you're like, oh, I'll play like God of War or something instead. I still think
like
Tears of the Kingdom is.
that just doesn't make sense.
Tears of the Kingdom's fine. Yeah, if you have it, I'd play it, I guess. But you're not. The dungeons are still doo doo. It's a little fun to mess around, but like, It's not like fun to do what the game wants you to do. It's fun to do everything else. You know, there's a reason why it's like Skyrim. 95%, a lot of people love Skyrim. How many of them have beaten Skyrim? Not many. I think the people, if you take the amount of people who, dang it, before I got immediately absorbed. Take the people who love Skyrim, I bet only like 10% of them have beaten it. Tears of the Kingdom is Skyrim, basically. It's incredibly flawed, but you can do some stupid shit in it, so do the stupid shit.
Yeah, I like doing just my own thing on Skyrim. Just run off and just do random stuff.
True, Dargan. Well, Dargan, I said this earlier, but I think you weren't here. If you play Tears of the Kingdom, don't update it. The game is better on 1.0. Turn off auto update and play on 1.0. You're gonna get to a point where you're like, man, I wish I could duplicate items, and then you'll do a duplication glitch, and then you'll Google how to do a duplication glitch on 1.0. And you're gonna want that. Because there gets a point in the game where you're like, this is just not fun to grind. I'm gonna use a duplication glitch, and they patched out all the easy ones already. You know, it's like when you're playing Skyrim. People get to a point in Skyrim where they Google how to do the infinite money glitch in Skyrim. It's like that. You're gonna get to the point where you're like, alright, let's get some cheese in here. Let's see, is there a duplication glitch on the current version? That'd be nice. I know item teleportation got removed. And item teleportation lets you teleport the infinite durability master sword from the start of the game into your inventory later in the game. And that's so nice to do. It's so nice to do after you get tired of the gameplay loop. Tears of the Kingdom duplication glitch current version. 3 months ago, a new duplication glitch got found. Wait. Wait, how easy is it? Because the old duplication glitches were easy as hell. Like, literally, one of the duplication glitches is you jump and you drop an item. It was that easy.
Used to have one on Oblivion and like take items, shuffle some arrows around, pull back the bow, fire it while pausing, and then dropping an item, and the arrow hits it and multiplies it. Used to be weird.
What? I used this one on 1.0. I thought this one got patched.
Did it unpatch?
How did they unpatch this glitch? Oh, it's slightly different now. It's 99% the same. You have to change one ingredient in the duplication glitch. It's the same as what I used before. Yeah. I'm watching a Tears of the Kingdom duplication glitch video right now because I'm curious now. I don't know why I'm watching this stuff. Oh, this duplication glitch might be even more powerful than the one I used. Because the one I was using, you can only duplicate an item up to until you have 25 of it, then the duplication glitch stops working. But it seems in this one, you can go even further on the new one. That's neat.
Damn.
Neat. You know what? Maybe you don't have to update. But you won't have... Wait, it's not called... It's called item smuggling. But you won't have item smuggling though. But item smuggling is how you get the Master Sword. How you can duplicate the Master Sword, so... This duplication glitch seems to only work on materials, and not a duplication glitch for weapons, which is what is only in 1.0, I think. Yeah, Nintendo hates it when people have fun. So I don't know why. So it's crazy thing that this glitch has happened, this one glitch has happened in 3 completely different ways in 3 different Zelda games. It's called Back in Time. And when people found Back in Time, the Back in Time glitch on Breath of the Wild, I was so sad when it got patched. In Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, and it's the most insane glitch in both of those. Where the fuck is this child I'm supposed to be fucking talking to? I can't find him. I thought he was in town. Like, there may be other companies that are assholes, as much assholes as Nintendo, but Nintendo will fucking, like, scream and shit themselves when someone has fun in an unintended way. It's like, why? Just let people have fun. Like, no, you will. Like, why are you gonna make a open world game where you have to have fun in the intended way? That's like the opposite of what an open world game is. I've never played an open world game where they want you to so badly want to play the exact intended way. Scrumblo Wumblo bug. Exactly. I'm gonna look it up.
You
Where the
can't
fuck
be
is
having
this
fun now.
child I'm supposed to talk to? Not find them. Okay, he has blue. After rescue Zelda. Center near the shop, and he has blue hair. The kind of person to make it. Ah, I got jumped again. They're the kind of person to make an open game and kill you. Exactly. You're not allowed to. It's open world, but if you fucking leave this yellow brick road, we're gonna scream and sue you.
Can't be having fun now.
The site says the guy has blue hair and he's near the shop. I don't see a blue-haired guy near the shop. I just see the shop. Oh, there he is. Right past him. Hi, Link, and he's gonna mark the location of the dungeon on my map. There we go, now we can go play the game. Nintendo, the kind of scrumblo to fucking tell you to play your way and then fucking have an aneurysm if you fucking do a backflip. Is this another well I can jump in? Oh, I need the hammer for that. Never mind. I think the funniest thing Nintendo ever did was in Breath of the Wild. I'm sad they didn't do this for Tears of the Kingdom. But Breath of the Wild has a hard mode that you can only play if you have the DLC, which kind of sucks. I have the DLC, so I had it, but hard mode is definitely the best way to play Breath of the Wild. But also, hard mode kind of makes the game easier. They made a hard mode that made the game easier. Because it's like all the enemies are stronger, but there's more weapons, more better weapons everywhere. And the better weapons are like way better. It's like you put level 2 enemies at me, but you gave me level 3 weapons. And you already just... Regardless of the health of the enemy, unless you're grinding for good armor, which is probably, I think, the biggest flaw with both games, is that armor is impossible to get. Oh, the fairy got instantly eaten again. Damn it. You're gonna die in one hit to every enemy anyway, until you grind for armor. And then when you grind for the armor, doesn't matter how strong the enemy is, you're gonna survive. That's what... Like, level 1 enemy and level 2 enemy are both gonna kill me in one shot. It just depends on how many hits they're gonna take. But if you give me a level 3 weapon, well, I win. Ooh, fairy. Yeah, no, there was a fairy fountain here. Dude, funny thing with the Master Sword trials is they get easier. The first one's the hardest. In the Master Sword Trial 1, if you misuse a single item, you lose. You can't beat the Master Sword Trial 1 if you misuse a single item. But in Master Sword Trial 2 and 3, they give you like 10 insta-kill weapons. And those insta-kill weapons don't you get like 10 of them and there's only like 5 enemies to use them on. Like Master Trial 3 is definitely the easiest one. Because by the end so anyone who hasn't played it, Ancient Arrows one-shot any enemy in the game. And they give you like 30 Ancient Arrows. And only like 10 tough enemies. So, third one's pretty easy. Yeah, I wish they gave me an Ancient Arrow in the first trial. That way I wouldn't fucking... Like, I one-shot Trials 2 and 3, but it took me 5 shots to beat Trial 1. Yeah, Guardian Parry also helps. The Trial 3 throws a lot of Guardians at you at the end. Just parrying them will get you through everything. I was gonna say, I think this is a fairy fountain. Remember that from fucking Link Between Worlds? There's a fairy fountain here. It's free juice. Link Between Worlds is probably the most brutal fucking Zelda game when we get there. Because you lose all your items on death. And and you have to pay rupees to get them. It's fucking, it's a brutal game to play casually. Probably gonna be the one that takes us the longest when we get to it. And the right spot. I am. Yeah, I guarantee the third Zelda game, they're gonna push the third open world Zelda game. They're gonna push their luck and fucking use the same map again. I know it. If they use it again, I will probably cry. But I know they're gonna do it. They're gonna push their luck, be like, can we get away with not spending any money again? And making a third shitty open world Zelda game. The same exact map. We're gonna add the Dark World this time, in addition to the Underground and the Skyland. But like, I don't know why the Skylands in Tears of the Kingdom were the most advertised thing, but it's like 2% of the game, and the fucking Underground area, which wasn't in any of the advertisements, is like 15% of the game and is way more fun. I don't know why they didn't advertise the Underground segment like at all. Oh, it's the old guy. Sahashashwara. Wise man. Want to find the Master Sword. As a test, retrieve the Pennant of Courage from the East Palace. Bring it here and I'll tell you more about how to get the Master Sword. Okay.
They just flood the map. It's Wind Waker too.
One drop of unique content. You're schlub. And they couldn't even give us a dent. I think the most frustrating thing is that in Breath of the Wild, so Breath of the Wild was probably the most rumor-heavy Zelda game in a long time. Because in Breath of the Wild, we found where there was a dungeon. Like, there was clearly a dungeon in a spot, but they, like, either removed it or they planned it for the DLC. And then the DLC came out, because everyone was theorizing about it. Then the DLC came out, and they didn't put the dungeon there. And then Tears of the Kingdom came out, and they still didn't put a dungeon there. Like, the missed opportunity to put a dungeon there, in the dungeon spot. I think they put, like, a tiny cave with, like, 10 rupees in it in Tears of the Kingdom, which was the most disappointed I've ever been. Yeah, Nintendo's just rage baiting at this point. There was so much discussion about, like, oh, there's clearly going to be a dungeon here. I wonder if it's for the DLC or if they plan to put it in later or something. Nope, just cut content that they decided to rage bait us with. Sweet. This guy comes alive even when you don't touch him? I thought you had to touch him. Turn out of here. The dungeon!
When was the last time we had a Bomberman?
GameCube? Actually, I think there was a Switch one. I don't know. Bomberman Jitters for the GameCube was a fucking banger, though. I never played the story mode, I only played the PvP. It was banger.
Yeah, they could bring back Diddy Kong Racing if you really wanted to.
Yeah, Nintendo's sitting on so many good IPs. I don't know why they're just sitting on them. I was gonna say, yeah, isn't there a big ball that comes during this? There was. Wondering if that was just a link to the or link between worlds, but nope, it's in this one too. If I had to guess which Zelda game, which during Zelda Monday is gonna take us the longest time, I think it's gonna be a Link Between Worlds, because that one is just like, I haven't played it in a long time, so maybe I'm wrong, but it is like genuinely kind of a hard game that punishes you really hard for dying. Not like really hard, but it's like sort of hard, and then you get punished for dying. Most punishment for dying you've ever had in a Zelda game. I'm not gonna 100% the games. The only game I'll probably 100%. Actually, I might 100% Twilight Princess, because that's an easy 100%, and 100%ing is just getting heart pieces. And also, I'll probably 100% fucking Skyward Sword, because that is also an insanely easy 100%. And, good rewards. But yeah, because I was saying that because I'm not. If I was 100% Majora's Mask, that would be the longest game. But I'm probably just gonna do the dungeons and do like a side quest. So even with save states, that would probably be the longest game to 100% out of all of them.
Yeah, the rewind time stuff is very time consuming.
The game just has a lot of side quests in it.
God, I forgot Mario Tennis was a thing.
Also, whenever Nintendo also will just like sit on an IP forever, finally do something with the IP, and then make it bad. Because like, didn't they finally bring back Mario Strikers and it was like dog shit?
I didn't even hear anything on it, so probably.
They released like a Mario Strikers for the first time in fucking 15 years. Over probably. It's probably like more like 17 years. And it was just the worst game. I can telepathically talk to you when you touch these tiles. Here's a hint. You can use the treasure in this place to defeat enemies. Yeah, so maybe Nintendo shouldn't touch their old IPs. Maybe they should just fucking let them die. I could. Oh yeah, Mario. They also released a Mario Golf, and it was bad compared to the original Mario Golf. And it was like, I just want golf, man. I just want Mario Golf.
Tennis used to be a lot of fun.
I think this is pretty good. I like Mario Golf and Strikers the most. Yeah, just stop sitting on your good IPs and then coming out of the sitting to do nothing. Or fucking the recent 2 attempts at their Mario parties, where Mario Party's been bad for a long time. Then they released these 2 most recent Mario parties, and my problem with them is that they are like half of a game. Each don't
they have like no maps?
Yeah, there's like no maps. There's like only like 20 mini games. And it's like, why was the second Mario Party game that they released recently, why was that not just a DLC? If it was a $5 to $10 DLC that just added more maps and mini games, I would have bought it. But when it's just like, oh, it still has barely any content. Again, I'm not gonna get it. For $70, no. Like,
when was our last Paper Mario?
It was recently, but it sucked.
Ugh,
Worst Paper Mario to date, still. Every new Paper Mario was the worst paper. Actually, sorry, Color Splash wasn't the worst, but
Okay.
nearly every new Paper Mario has been the worst. They haven't been good since Super Paper Mario, but still. Color Splash wasn't worse than Sticker Star. I don't. And the only reason Origami King is worse than Sticker Star is because there's no game in Origami King. There's no game.
Just dialogue and just A to B, basically.
Sticker Star's game sucked, but at least there was a game. Origami King is nothing. It's like, yeah, you can skip all of the game in Sticker Star. Because fun fact, in Sticker Star, if you run away from a battle, it kills the enemy. So there's no reason to battle.
Really?
Yeah. Running away from
That's
the battle
annoying.
instantly kills the whatever, and unless it's a boss, it instantly kills the enemy you're fighting.
Hmm.
It's so fucking funny.
That's asinine.
There's a secret for jumping in the pot? Wait, didn't I get a second bottle earlier? Oh no, there it is. I thought it would be 2 different spots in the... Who caught a fairy? No, you did not fuck me like that game. I caught both fairies in the same frame and it only gave me 1. Oh, that's so dumb.
That sucks.
I caught them both at the same time and it only gave me 1. Let's see, will it respawn if I go back in the hole? Oh, they respawn. Okay, that's fine then. 2 fairies. Yeah. I should do that as a... I should play Sticker Star like how I play Xenoblade 2, is just to show how bad it is. Fun fact, Sticker Star is the only Mario game since, like, I don't, since Mario, like, 3, where Bowser has no dialogue, despite being the main enemy. And when you show up to fight Bowser, he roars at you, and then your companion character, who sucks, by the way, says, "It's like Bowser is saying," and then it has a line in quotes. I'm like, why didn't Bowser get to say that? There would no difference if you just let Bowser say that. Why'd you say, "It's like Bowser is saying this"? He could have said it. He's right there. This is the most, like, nonsense. He doesn't get a single line of dialogue. And some people like to excuse fucking Sticker Star for having... So, anyone who doesn't know, Sticker Star only has 3 characters in it, because Bowser doesn't count. Mario, your companion, and Peach, who has 2 lines of dialogue in the game. A record low for a Paper Mario game. And people like to say, oh, Shigeru Miyamoto said that they can't have characters in this game. No,
Why?
that's not what he said. The story is Shigeru Miyamoto requested that they not create any new characters, but if they wanted to, they still could. That also means they can use old characters that they already have.
There's a lot of games. There's a lot of shit to work with.
The previous 3 Paper Mario games introduced like 200 characters. All of those guys were on the table for Sticker Star. They requested they not make new ones. And they decided to put none in the game instead. That was not Shigeru Miyamoto's fault. I'll blame him for a lot, but that was not his fault.
Pizza with no seeds, no cheese, no sauce, nothing. Just raw dough.
There's a bunch of default toads. The toads don't have names like they do in the previous Paper Mario games, where every toad has a name. The toads have no... They're just Toad. There's 800 guys all named Toad. They have no name, no personality. And then every subsequent Paper Mario game has had no characters in it as well. All because Shigeru Miyamoto requested they not make new ones. It's again, it was a request, not a demand or like a legal thing. They could have they could have made new character. In fact, they made one new character for the game. So they were clearly allowed to ignore that if they wished. But also, they could have reused any of their 300 characters.
Just a waste of resources, everything.
Yeah, it's so bad. It makes no sense. It's completely on them. And the funny thing is, part of the reason it sucked. Okay, so at the time, Nintendo was doing the My Nintendo surveys, the things that they would like. And the My Nintendo surveys, because they don't do them anymore. They haven't done them for like 14 years. The My Nintendo surveys were you could get like rewards and shit for doing surveys for them. But people just didn't want to do the surveys, obviously. They just wanted the rewards. So anyway, Sticker Star was made using survey data from Super Paper Mario. Where the survey was like, did you play Super Paper Mario? What did you think of this? And, you know, obviously everyone's just going to pick the first choice and skip because they want the reward. They don't care about actually doing the survey. And the first answer on all of them was, this game sucks. So every game that had a survey had a 99% this game sucks rating on the Nintendo surveys. And despite every other Nintendo dev being like, okay, Nintendo's survey data is completely useless because of how it was designed, the Sticker Star people were like, oh, people hate Super Paper Mario? Let's make a game that's the opposite of Super Paper Mario. It's like, people didn't hate it. It was a shitty survey. And the shitty survey says people hated it. But the shitty survey says everyone hated every Nintendo game to ever exist, basically. Because the surveys were so shittily done.
Boy.
Yeah, every other
like
Nintendo dev at the time completely discarded the surveys because they were completely useless. So, but not the Paper Mario devs. They were like, no, this is clearly valuable data that we have to listen to. Where the fuck do I take this key? I don't remember a locked door anywhere. Oh wait, I got the compass and the map. That should show me that the locked doors are now, right? Yes, it will. Locked door over here. Oh, no, it's a normal door. How do I get up there? Okay, wait, the locked door... There's a locked door there. Wait, I walked into the room with the locked door and I didn't see it? What? Yeah, I should really play Sticker Star on stream to show how inky it is. Oh, I have to be on the bottom floor.
What was the one with Connie? Was that Brothership?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
It was alright. The tutorial's too long. And it's not made by the same people, sadly. Because the people who made Mario and Luigi went bankrupt and disbanded like forever ago. And the reason they went bankrupt is because Nintendo wasn't giving them games to make. The main thing they made was Mario and Luigi. And then Nintendo said, like, nah, we're not gonna make a Mario and Luigi forever, because I think it's like official that main Nintendo hated the Mario and Luigi games. Because they don't like story games with Mario. I'm like, wow, people love them. Just let us... Like, Nintendo goes on these weird crusades sometimes. But they're like, Mario can't do tennis. We're not going to make a Mario tennis game for 50 years now. Mario shouldn't be doing tennis. That's ridiculous. He would never do that. So because we decided this now, we're not going to allow anyone to make a Mario tennis game. I was like, okay. Like, if you ever wonder why like a spin-off game hasn't been made in a while, that's literally usually the reason. Is that Nintendo randomly decided, like, nah, actually we hate those, and even though fans like them and it makes us money, we're gonna ignore them. We're gonna ignore they exist. Oh, there's a locked door in this room. But like right now, the Nintendo's crusade is they hate linear games. So that's why Mario Odyssey is non-linear, and why both Zelda games recently have been open world. Like, they've just decided that... Well, the thing that they've decided right now is that they hate linear games, and they hate, what is technically called, like artificial progression, which is like, when you're... Let's say this game I'm playing right now. I can't progress until I get the dungeon item. That's artificial progression. That I get excited that I get the dungeon item. Like, I get dopamine from the dungeon item, and then I can use the dungeon item to continue the game. That's what modern Nintendo hates right now. Because they want you to... It sounds good, but it's their way of going about it that's bad. But, so what their main thing is they want you just to feel good for just playing the game. They don't want you to be chasing the high of getting, like, a dungeon item, basically. Which... in hypothetical is like, yeah, that's fine, but it's the way they're going about it that just sucks. Especially when they're doing it to games that, like, that's what the franchise has always been, so that's what people want. You know, and there's nothing like actually wrong with it. Like, when it, like, at least in terms of when it's like a dungeon item, you know, like, that's fine. Like, you know, it's not like artificial dopamine like the games that are just like, we're gonna make it so you level up 50 times a second and we're gonna play a cool noise when that happens. What the hell? I got a big key. Oh my god, I fucking hate anti-fairies. Pom pom pom. Oh yeah, and story games are linear. That's why they didn't want Mario and Luigi games for such a long time. It's because they hate linear games now. You can't have a story game. That means you're forcing the player to do something they might not want to do, and that's progress the story. Okay, Nintendo. Modern Nintendo is basically like old man yelling at Cloud, and the Cloud is just like video games that people like. Ah, fuck you, Mario and Luigi. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, I think I get the hook shot in this dungeon. I don't know. Yeah. Give me a heart. I have 2 fairies, so I guess I'm fine, but I don't want to waste one. I guess I do get infinite fairies in the next string, so that's fine. Actually. on, let me jump in the health pot. Wow. Oh, it's the bow I get in this dungeon. Oh, good thing I have 30 arrows from earlier. What the fuck? What, you throw a new enemy at me the millisecond I get the bow and it can't be killed by the bow? Why? Ooh, door. Oh, I have a map. I can see which way door. I think the left takes me upwards. I'm gonna take the right. I think that's what I'm... Nope. Yep. I wonder if I play Sticker Star to rage play it. I wonder if I should play the other Mario, the other Paper Marios first.
Well, you might have fun with the N64 one.
Well, all the ones before Sticker Star are good.
I like Thousand Year Door. That's a good one.
Paper Mario 1 is, I don't know why, but it's so, like, underrated for some reason, even though it's just as good as, if not better, even, than, fucking Thousand Year Door.
Well, I used to go to the Blockbuster and pick it up all the time. Love that game.
Ah, bowling balls. Oh my god.
I miss
What the hell?
Blockbusters, shitty as they were. Yeah, no place for the physical in a digital era, though.
The funny thing about Blockbusters, the stores may not have survived, but the company would have survived, but they made a really shitty business decision.
Hmm.
You know what it was?
No idea.
Netflix said, "Hey, Blockbuster, can we become a subdivision of you?" And Blockbuster said, "No, that's stupid. No one's gonna want to watch movies online." And then they didn't buy Netflix.
What
And
the fuck?
Netflix beat them out. Because it's funny, Netflix wanted to become a subsidiary of Blockbuster. And
They would have made so much fucking
and
money.
it's not even like they made, it's not even like in their eyes, like at the time. It's not even like at the time it was a smart decision. Everyone at the time was like, Blockbuster, that's an insanely stupid decision. Netflix is clearly the future. Why did you turn down that offer? Like the day they turned down the offer, that was the reaction, was clearly that's a bad decision. And it was. I don't know. I'm gonna go back in time and tell Blockbuster not to do something that stupid.
Pretty sure their game thing was starting to get hit because of Gamefly and shit as well.
God, I have so much money. I'm looking at 30 arrows at once. What the? Oh, the boss. No clue what I'm doing here. I got one. Get fucking wrecked, boss. Like 10 burritos a month ago. Froze them, and I haven't eaten them. I don't know what to eat. I could not. I could not eat them. I'm not a big fan of burrito. I can eat them, but
I don't mind eating them.
I got my magic fully healed. He's not a
I'm more of a
big
pizza person,
fan
though.
of Mexican food, personally.
I usually make a bunch of doughs and then freeze them and reheat them up. Make a pizza. Cheese is so damn expensive these days, though.
People get so offended. I don't know why, people get so offended when I'm like, I don't like Mexican food, really. I've had, like, a lot of it. Fast food and authentic and homemade. Just don't like it. Had it from all three main sources.
I don't
But,
mind
like,
it.
no one gets offended when you're like, oh, I don't like Chinese food. I mean, it's like, it's the same thing in terms of, like, what you're saying. Chinese food's delicious, especially when it's authentic.
I like most food as long as it doesn't have fish in it.
Dude, none of my family likes fish, but I like fish, so I literally haven't had fish in like 10 years. Last time I had fish was frozen fish sticks, and they were so good.
Oh, it just turns my insides around.
That's fair. I haven't had a fish in forever. I
I
know.
did have some salmon sushi a while back. That wasn't so bad.
I want a fish now. Anything is like, it's fair. Peppers are kind of potent as well. With the current pendant of courage, I will now tell you more of a legend.
Yeah, I'm not big on peppers. Unless it's stir fried.
Guardians, pendant of courage, apparently most of them were destroyed against evil. Yeah, it's descends of the night, Hyrule ceiling. I believe you should get the remaining pendants. I got the shoe. This is how you get the shoes in this one? Oh, dang. I know in Link Between
Yeah,
Worlds
I'm
you
the
get
same way,
the
Darkin.
shoes are like optional. I got the shoes. Oh, that's also fair.
Unless peppers are like squishy and like properly fried up, I can't eat them. They're just
Wait, how did I use the shoes? What? Oh, it's A to use them. I thought I pressed X earlier.
Link with Jordans.
Link with that Jordan. No. Can you get things out of trees, or is that only Link Between Worlds?
I'm not sure.
I bonk all the trees now. Whee. Oh yeah, that's the best part about the shoes, is you can break through a bunch of grass really fast. Why? Oh my god, 2 hours?
Mm.
I'm dead. Oh, I had a fairy. How many dungeons are in this game? I think there's like 3 in the overworld. How many are in the underworld? Link to the past. How many dungeons? 13? Really? Oh, there's 5 in the light world. I guess we had to come back later. So there's 3 pendants in the light. And then a master sword. I guess you do 2 more. One dungeon in this game had more content in it than all of the dungeons in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom combined. It's funny, because Breath of the Wild had almost no content in the dungeons, but then Tears of the Kingdom had less, somehow.
I think they're just putting too much into world building and not actually putting stuff in the world.
Not much world building either, it's like 5 paragraphs.
Mm.
Where's that house with the bookshelf on it? I can get the book.
That they have the 4 interns working on it.
Ooh, another fairy. Here. Got him. Wait, did it consume the fairy, not put it in my bottle? What? Oh. That's only the best dungeon. It was meant to be the last dungeon in Breath of the Wild. And it was the only dungeon with like any substance, I feel. Yeah. There you go, this is the building with the book. I forget what this book is, I just remember it exists. Womp. Knock it off the bookshelf. You got the Book of Mordora. You can use it to read the ancient language of Hylia. Oh, now we can see what the Master Sword says. Fun fact, I was gonna say the lamest dungeon in Breath of the Wild is probably... The elephant's too easy of one to say it's boring because it's the tutorial one, but the bird one. Because you can beat the whole dungeon, if you know what you're doing, you can beat the whole dungeon without rotating anything. Without using the main mechanic. There's like several videos on it. Or actually, I think you have to rotate it once. But after the one rotation, you don't have to. Which is funny. I know I can't get the Master Sword yet, I just want to see what the Master Sword says. So now I can read it.
What was that Zelda game you played a bit back then? It was like the Dynasty Warriors kind of thing.
Hyrule Warriors.
All the heroes. Hyrule Warriors.
What? This guy's immune to being turned into like a frog? What the fuck? Stupid.
You gonna replay those or nah?
Nah, those aren't Zelda games.
They have the IP.
Don't count though. This Hyrule Warriors 2 sucks. It's so bad.
Fair enough.
What? It said I could read the text now, and I can't read the text. You lied to me.
Do you actually have to read the book, or
Why do you have to book? Do I have to hold it?
maybe?
Let me do that. Oh, here we go. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's Eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. The master will then retrieve, keeping the knight's true line. Oh. Can I really choose what dungeon I go to? I don't think I can. It's just showing me that both dungeons on the map.
I do like the map on this game, though. Looks nice.
Fun fact, it's the same map from the first game. Spruced up and with towns added.
We've colonized.
Not in shambles.
When were the redeads added?
I think that's
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I think that's Ocarina of Time. Why haven't redeads come back?
I remember
Well,
seeing.
actually, I
a
think they did
couple
come back
games
in Tears of the Kingdom. They suck and they don't do anything. I think there's like 3 redeads in Tears of the Kingdom. They're just boring.
Mm.
It took all the fun out of them. Yeah, they aren't. Wait, no. Yeah, they are. They're in they're bugs now instead of zombies in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, the redead bug is a bug queen. She's a bug queen and she summons a bunch of redeads. And you have to hit them with an elemental attack or they take no damage. So once you hit them with an elemental attack, they die in like 1 hit.
Why not a super Skulltula then?
They scream at you, but they don't their screams doesn't do anything. It doesn't freeze you.
But a giant Skulltula.
Yeah, it should have been a
That's all they had to do.
Well, probably because they fly. They have like beetle
Yeah.
wings.
It should have just made it its own independent creature at that point, then.
Yeah, but they gotta get the member berries.
You remember, man.
Member berries, don't you remember?
It just doesn't make sense, so. I like Zelda zombies.
What's really funny about it, because like they gotta get their member berries for fucking, but it's the Zelda game that no one. It's sequel to the game that no one finished. So no one finished Tears of the Kingdom either. So no one's gonna get to it. No one's gonna get the member berries. That's the dungeon. Well, I think it's like an
made a
exit
horror
dungeon.
segment.
I remember this dungeon has like you can find the exit.
Redid there.
You can't get to it. Alright, take it, thief. What?
I like a lot of the side quests in Majora's Mask, so they have some good little bit of
Yeah, all
story
the side
tidbits
quests are-
there.
Oh, I just picked up a sign. Oh. Do I have to get the Zora flippers before I can do this dungeon? Oh, I'm not even at the dungeon. Never mind. Is this a way later dungeon that I'm standing in front of?
So no Zara 100% mask run?
Yeah, I can't take forever.
Damn.
It's the point
No
of
super link.
the point of the run is we're gonna get through all of them, and it's gonna take too long. 100% Majora's Mask.
Fair, fair.
Why'd you take my sign? It says plain as day just to leave me alone. It follows me. The sign said, I didn't read it out loud, but the sign says, ignore the man sitting next to this sign. And if you steal his sign, he gets mad. Can't enter with someone following you? Stop following me then. Oh, do I have to like sprint away so that he can't keep up with me?
I think so.
Ooh, fairy. Oh, landmines in the desert. Put landmines over here. Oh, I didn't fall down there. A book out. Open you forward, you must make your wish here and it will be granted. Link is praying. Grass was in the game. What? What was my wish? Okay then. Oh, it's a Beamos. I don't think they appeared this early in the... Ow. Oh. Got arrows before dying. Well, I have a fairy. Oh, yeah. What? Oh. Thought I wasn't going to activate it first. Oh, can you not kill Beamos yet? Oh, this is before Beamos are killable things in Zelda. They're just assholes. They're just assholes. Oh my god, I have like 8 doors I can go in at the start. If the arrow doesn't come out of the center of the character, it comes out like the side. I got the map.
Any plans to play Oracles or nah?
Well, yeah, I gotta play all those Zeldas.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no point in going in this room except to get trapped. Be over here. guys. Just double checking. You can't kill Beamos yet. And by yet, I mean, I don't mean I don't have the items to do it yet. I mean by they're not killable in this Zelda game.
When did the chews become a thing? Because I remember they're pretty
They're in
big
this
after. Really?
And they're technically they're in the first game.
They just had the weird makeovers, I take it. Like every other game. I remember fighting him a lot of Majora's Mask, but. I think Minish Cap had them quite a bit too.
You had to bomb them because you had to bomb them in Ocarina of Time.
Hmm.
Nope, they're completely invincible in. I need a key to unlock fucking chests in this game.
Ocarina, you could just spin them in circles, right?
Oh.
Hmm.
The laser.
Huh.
Oh, the bomb. Yeah, what door have I not gotten yet? I think on that one. I thought I did. Oh, there's a key.
My stupid ass was thinking of the eyeball in Mario 64. That's what I was thinking of. Meh. Alright.
Link, it is I, Sahasrara. Yes, never to fail, find all treasure in each dungeon. Okay. There's a locked door in my bottom right.
Oh man.
Berries. No butter. I got 2 bottled fairies now. A quick exit if I wanted, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this one has a whole area outside. What? Heart piece, I almost went back inside. Oh, I need to learn how to lift rocks. Oh, that's probably what I get in this dungeon, because there's a lot of rocks outside. And there's this area where I can't get into it until I can lift rocks. A compass, I can now. Oh, the compass doesn't show you treasure in this game. It says it lets you pinpoint evil. Oh no, it does show you treasure. Never mind. It says it helps you pinpoint evil, but I guess but it also helps you pinpoint treasure. What was that treasure? Was that? No, that's where I am. Never mind. It does only pinpoint. But it does no, it shows that chest on there. I guess it only shows chests that might just be the game just tells you where chests you found are. Or at least just where the big chest is. No. Big key already. We're almost done with the dungeon. Because the big key is going to get us the dungeon item. Okay, now I can see why there's 13 dungeons in this game. They're all pretty short. If we just count the time we spent on Dungeon 1, it wasn't that long. And now we're basically done with this dungeon. We're about to get the bracelets.
Hmm.
Short dungeons.
Very short.
The glove! Oh, it's a full glove. I thought it was a bracelet like it was in every other game.
Oh, the power glove. Nice.
Yeah. And I remember the power glove, we needed it in 2 rooms over. Bonk. How come there's green and purple ones? I don't know what color difference Matt means.
Poisonous, maybe? Or
'Cause they're
more
not,
health,
they're
perhaps?
not stronger.
Just more variety, maybe?
Yeah, usually the color means something.
Was there a game besides this one where the compass was useless? Can't remember.
The first one.
Fair enough.
And no, I don't think that there was no compass in the second one. I don't think there was. I'm gonna look outside more. I can still go this way. Oh, there's nothing. Yeah, thank goodness all these dungeons can be solved with the items found inside the dungeon. There you go. The flying tiles. I miss Link having pink hair.
I too missed the pink hair.
Okay, so I think this was the Zelda game where you can stand in the corner with your shield out and they can't hurt you. You can't. Oh, I have a key. Oh, I thought I was waiting for them to drop a key. I don't remember when I picked up a key. Oops, I could have just left the whole time.
Get out of my face, dog. Come on, switch.
I might go back for that fairy. Yeah.
I have not seen the timeline for Zelda in a long time. I don't know how much of it's been butchered by now.
Also just been butchered by Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild kinda doesn't follow it, but doesn't like do much to break it. But Tears of the Kingdom breaks it by introducing a new ancient civilization. And also now there's 2 Ganons. When the main title has been pretty consistent, there's only 1 Ganon. He just either is in a different timeline, or he's been resurrected as per the plot of the game.
Yeah.
You kill him or seal him, then he gets unsealed or resurrected in every game. And then in Here's the Kingdom, nope, there's a new one. He's a completely different entity from all previous Ganons, including a different entity from Ganon from Breath of the Wild. Which is what makes it it makes it somewhere that no one mentions that in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, hey, the guy we were fighting before was named Ganon, and this is a completely different guy named Ganon, and no one's gonna fucking mention it. Completely different guy, equally evil. And no one's gonna point out, this is a little weird. Or no one's gonna be like, Ganon? Like the guy we fought a year ago? No one's gonna like mention it at all?
The spooky red juice stuff?
And he has kind of similar powers, but no, we're not gonna bring it up.
That's Ganon with one end. This is Ganon with two ends. His designs do seem to be a bit varying, though. Is there a difference between pig him and then
Yeah.
him, generally?
Well, they're the same guy, but Ganon is the name when he's in a pig form. Ganondorf is his full name when he's a human.
Ah.
It's funny how consistent Zelda is with that. That Dorf is the human, Ganon's not, but most people don't even realize that.
You'd think they'd staple the dwarf to the pig version, considering it's the addition to it.
Well, the original was just called Ganon, and he was just a pig. And then he finally gets a human form in Ocarina of Time, and that's called Ganondorf. That's when they finally named it. Oh, I died while walking through the door.
You know, the whole Gerudo to 100 to 1 thing. You'd think they'd be wiped off the map eventually if they're
Well, no,
known
they
for
can.
bringing them back.
There's something also people don't get. I guess because you do have to read the Gossip Stones to get this lore. But they mention in Ocarina of Time that any baby born from a Gerudo woman is a Gerudo, and Gerudos just go into Hyrule Castletown and pick up men. That's how they repopulate.
Ah, so the Amazon method. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where people just got the idea that they all fuck Ganondorf every 100 years. No, it's they fuck the people in. You can even find people in Ocarina of Time that say, "Oh yeah, my wife is a Gerudo. I don't get to see her often because she lives in the Gerudo place." So they breed with other people. They just always produce Gerudos. They even bring that back in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
It's just like 1 in 1,000 chance it becomes another male.
Oh no, it's every 100 years.
Ah,
one male is born. Yeah, they even mention it in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where they even have there's a room you can find. It's called the Gerudo School for Finding Love, and it's about going to other towns as travelers and wooing the men.
Is that the one where you have to burrow through the floor with that weird ability?
They do it it's in both games, but no, you can just walk in that room. Oh, I'm at the dungeon boss already. Worm. Yeah, I can only do damage to their head. This is canonically the same worm guy as the one from what's his? I think all the worm guys are named the same thing in the Zelda games. Oop, I'm gonna. Pretty sure it's the same name as the worm guy, like how all the spiders are Goma, all the spider queens. Pretty sure it's the same one from basically Link's Awakening, which comes out right after this game, before Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I do technically, despite most people remembering that the next game is Ocarina of Time, I technically have to play Link's Awakening first. Because it came out 6 months before Ocarina of Time. What if I just place a bomb at where his head's gonna pop out? Ah, barely too slow. Got him. Dungeon 2 done. We're gonna hit the Master Sword today. Yeah, technically, I gotta play Link's Awakening next. Then it's Ocarina of Time, and then Majora's Mask, and then I think both Oracle games, and I think there's a Four Swords game in Mishcap in the middle there, but we're done. We beat the dungeon. Yeah, these dungeons are fast. Guess that's why there's 13 of them in this game. What the average amount of dungeons in a Zelda game is?
They came out at the same time. They co-released, so it's whatever one I want to play first. Is there like Pokemon where you can buy them in like a 2-pack? There's a fairy over here. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, same time. Same exact release date. In fact, there's a secret in each game for depending on if you played which one first. So, I feel like Oracle of Ages seems cooler because it's time travel rather than changing the seasons. So I'm probably gonna do that one second and then get whatever the secret is for playing seasons first. Oh, what's my roadblock in this thingy? I forgot what my roadblock in this room was. Yeah, I never made it far in those games, so it's basically gonna be my first playthrough when I do those. Okay, time to go to Death Mountain, all the way north, which was blocked by a rock, so... I opened the thing. Zelda game. Wikipedia. Yeah, so next is Link's Awakening. Oh, they came out 5 years apart. That's crazy to think. Then Majora's Mask, then the Oracle games, then Four Swords, then Wind Waker. I forgot Wind Waker came before Twilight Princess. I don't know how I mixed that up. The second Four Swords game, then Minish Cap, then Twilight Princess, then Hourglass, then Spirit Tracks, Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds. I actually thought that came before Skyward Sword. Triforce Heroes, which we're not going to play because that's a spin-off one, so not counting that one. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and then Echoes of Wisdom. I wonder if we should even count Echoes of Wisdom, because I think that one's also... That one's not made by Nintendo. Or not made by the main Nintendo teams. That one might not count either. I like how the wiki page says Link Between Worlds is a spiritual sequel to Link to the Past. Despite in Japan, Link Between Worlds is called Link to the Past 2. Literally with the number 2. Not a spiritual sequel. It just is a sequel. It's 2. Well, the Japanese name for Link to the Past, but you get it. I'm gonna do the old one. I'm gonna do DX specifically, which is the second version of the original, which is the one that's in color. Which kind of trivializes the color dungeon, but the color dungeon's completely optional anyway. It's funny. So the color dungeon in the original Link's Awakening... I kind of want to look up what the color dungeon is like in Link to the Past, or Link's Awakening for the Switch. Because, so the color dungeon, it's like a joke dungeon, because the game was on the Game Boy, you didn't have color. That's Echoes of Wisdom, the one I mentioned. That might not count, because it's not developed by Nintendo. But anyway. What I was saying, the color dungeon is like first to enter the color dungeon, and remember, black and white game originally. The character is like, the first puzzle is you have to go through the blue door. And you have to like look at the riddles to see which one the blue door is.
But then the colored version, you can just see you have colors. So I wonder what they probably changed the color dungeon in the Switch version. I don't imagine they'd keep the colorblind the colorblind joke going in the version. You know what I don't know what they did because I haven't seen anything from the Switch version really. But I wonder if they made it so that it goes black and white when you're in the dungeon or something. That'd be cool if they did that. That's what I would have done. The Switch version. That's what I would have done. No clue what they did though. Those guys are weird. Can I lift this rock up yet or nah? Oh, I can. Yep. Oh, I think this just goes to Death Mountain. Wait, hold on. I want to look at those guys up there. Damn it. Oh, do you mean the CDI one? That's Wand of Gamelon. A bumpkin and a bump and B bumpkin. I have a walk in here. Damn. Can't tell if this is oh no, I think it is a fireplace and a cauldron. I was gonna say I can't tell if it's a fireplace or a well. But they mean, you know, thinking about it, why don't they put wells inside a house? Is there a reason? Is there a reason you don't want to do it? Because wells fill up from the water in the ground. Like, you know, the water going in through the rain doesn't do much. They fill up from the water in the ground. If they fill up, because some wells don't fill back up. Some wells are finite. Depends on the area, the ground, and all that. How much rain you get. Is there a reason why you wouldn't just build your house around a well? We're back here. Back to Death Mountain we go. These guys aren't in a village, these guys just live alone. Yeah, but what if I want to control the water? What if I want to control the water of my village and be the king? You don't fill a well manually, do you? Womp. Wow. Well, typically wells fill up with the... Oh, that was a death hole. Typically wells fill up with absorb from the water on the ground. They don't go up. No.
Can I go to Death Mountain yet? What? What do I need to go to Death Mountain? I guess it's in me. I'm gonna do a little Google. Actually, I have to pee. I'm gonna pee and then do a little Google. Bum, bum. The Google, my Google. Hmm. Okay, well, first I can get the Zora flippers.